Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. I'm Billy, the host. Welcome back to the show. 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 I'm Billy, the host.
Welcome back to the show. I'm Billy, the host. We are in Trent's unnamed studio in beautiful Marietta, Georgia, with comedian and producer Trent Ludzak.
Hello.
And our guest today is a stand-up comedian from Marietta, Georgia. You can find him online. Please welcome Sean Banissi. Sean Banissi, what's up, man?
How's it going? It's going well.
How long you been doing stand-up comedy for?
Since like March 16th of 2021, so like almost 4 years.
Not that long, considering I feel like I've been seeing you around for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I should be more successful for how long I've been doing it, but
No, don't ever think that. I'm not successful.
That's
I'll
never true.
I'll go up on stage some night and I'll have a great set, and then I'll get off and a girl will be like, "Oh, you were so good! Like, was that your first time doing it?" And they'll just
say yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's happened to me before. That's one of the things in comedy though, is like guaranteed somebody's gonna disrespect you right to your face, and it's like,
yeah,
you can't let it bother you, because at the end of the day, like, you'll find your audience. Not everybody's gonna be your audience. Right.
No, it doesn't bother me. I feel like I find it funny.
Yeah.
I find it very funny. Like, people ask me like, "Oh, how?" They ask me before I go on stage, "How long you been doing comedy?" I say like 3 years, and then they'll just be really disappointed whenever, because it does not seem like whatever I'm doing on stage is a 3 years of experience. Yeah.
Nah, you figure it out, you know. And I've seen people start doing big things in their first year, really, and I've seen people who it just took them a while. That's really all the advice that, like, everybody who's kind of made it to a higher level has told me. Is just like, don't stop doing it. Just keep doing it. Eventually you get better.
Mm-hmm. Or you hear the advice of stop doing it, and that way the quitters will quit at that point.
For sure. Some people need to stay in their lane, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I love getting advice from people. Most of the advice in stand-up is not asked for. Yeah. They just start telling you.
Yeah, it depends on how drunk some people are.
Yeah.
Like, if you get somebody on a real hammered night, they're going to start telling you.
Yeah, depending on how sad they are. And
the ins and outs. Yeah. Yeah, mostly sad and jaded.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think it's all about really just like finding your voice. That's my advice.
Yeah. No, I love doing stand-up. I mean, it's the worst part is just going there, because there's just so much. It feels like a waste of time. It feels like such a waste of time. Like, every night you get home and you have to waste your whole evening and you get nothing in return, except for eventually you'll make friends and just make it fun being there.
Yeah. I never thought about not getting anything in return.
I mean,
you get glory, right, when it goes well.
Glory? I don't know if you call a couple laughs by two people at a bar glory, but the compliments are huge. A lot of people,
sometimes you win though, and when you win, it feels good.
Yeah, and when people compliment you, it's so nice, because it's so. I mean, I compliment people because I want to be nice, but it's very easy not to compliment, and the fact that people go out of their way to tell you something nice is very sweet.
Yeah,
and it makes a huge difference to how you feel about yourself. So.
Who's your favorite comic in Atlanta right now?
In Atlanta?
Yeah. I like to ask this question.
Okay. It's interesting. I think this guy's the funniest person in Atlanta comedy, but I don't think he's the best on stage necessarily.
All right.
But it's Dominic Curry.
Dom, yeah.
I think he's just so naturally funny. And he doesn't like do anything easy. He doesn't like really, he hates doing like repeated material and repeated jokes, and he just tries to like be funny, like improvisational. But
see, that's positive right there.
Yeah, but he's not.
Dominic is funny.
Yeah, I think just on stage, off stage, he's hilarious.
And he'll figure it out. He'll just keep getting on stage for a while.
Yeah.
Did you ever see tall Marshall Connor? He's
a
real tall basketball player.
No.
Okay. He used to get on stage with just nothing.
No, that's cool.
Just like he would go up there with no material. He had material sometimes, but I always respected that. I was like, okay, he's just up there with absolutely nothing and is in a situation where now you have to sink or swim, and he would sink a lot.
Yeah. No, I admire that the most. Like Rory Scovel, he just completely improvises and just, I don't know, because I feel bad doing repeated jokes.
I'm not good at it. I've been trying to practice a little bit.
Yeah, me too, but
I fucked it up last night. I was like, all right, I'm going to just go till I run out of steam. And then I ran out of steam like halfway. And then I was like, shit.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, you have to be in a energetic mood or something to do that.
Yeah.
You can't just go up depressed and tired or like, nothing's going to, some people can.
Stoned out of your mind.
Yeah. I just, you accept some things like I wish.
That's where you're wrong, bucko.
No, it's because Trent gave me that advice of just like, yeah, it's gonna suck. Sometimes it's gonna be awkward, but you gotta just sit there and acknowledge that. And like, once it becomes,
if you acknowledge the oddness in an original, like, heartfelt way, that's like phrased funny. Like that's kind of where the rhythm, like, find your rhythm comes in. Find your voice. Is like once you have your like voice, which is essentially your rhythm, that is how you present your jokes, you can bomb and then present your response to bombing and how awkward you've made it in that rhythm, and that works as a joke.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, especially when I watch you do it at like when the McCracken's crowd is hot or something, you enter like a battle with the crowd where
it's fun to turn on.
They're trying to make you feel awkward and then you make them feel awkward, and then you're at a standstill, like a standoff, and one of you has to fold.
Yeah.
And I've seen the crowd fold in it.
And you've got experience.
Yeah. Yeah. And you've been in the gym practicing.
Yeah. I just think I accept it. I'm probably never going to be a comedian who like just riffs like off goes up with no material, but I think it's important to just at least try and practice once in a while, because you'll just be more natural. Just whenever you do come up with it a little bit on your own, just in the moment, you'll be just more natural and just.
Dude, the bar shows and the open mics are like that. That is the gym for like when a good opportunity comes, right?
Yeah.
Because once you get on a show and you've got a little experience under your belt, like you start to learn how you can beat these people. Because nice people are much easier to win over than the people at a certain local bar.
I know a lot of people dismiss those shows. Oh, they have no crowd. The crowd's little, or they're loud. They don't listen. But that's the important. You have to learn how to engage them.
Not everybody has to do that. Like if you make silly videos with a filter on TikTok and you just get like 1 million followers, then people will buy tickets to your show.
Oh, okay.
And you can do whatever you want because
they like you already.
They came to see the person.
I guess, yeah. I don't know. I hate uploading stuff to social media.
So do I. But I feel like that's another thing that you gotta just like find your voice in, is find something that works for you.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I feel like the glory days of stand up, like that old school, like, just doing comedy in New York and just doing shows and open mics, and then you eventually you can't get success just from that, it seems. And it's sad. You have to you can. You can?
Well, you can just by doing comedy and being around. I would say the formula to being a great comic is write up as many jokes as you can. Try them on stage. You can't know if a joke is funny unless you try it on stage. I love reading people's stuff that they wrote. Like, I actually enjoy reading jokes my friends who don't do stand-up write.
Oh, yeah.
I like reading it, but I can't tell you if it's going to be funny on stage or not. Like...
Really? I feel like you can for the most part. I feel like if you
I can tell you how to do it in my style. I can give it like my twist on it, but I can't say if you go up there and say that that's going to be funny or not, really.
Maybe. I don't know. When I write a joke, usually when I write a joke, I can tell if it's crap or if it's actually something. Because it depends on how hard I laugh at it when I read it for the first time.
That's true.
So I mean, it's just
Yeah, I can tell you if I think it's funny, but I can't tell you if a crowd's gonna think it's funny. Really.
yeah. I guess
Maybe I
that's
just
true.
don't have that.
It's because half of it is presenting it.
Yeah. Yeah, the presentation matters.
Yeah.
The stage presence matters.
I have things that are not funny on paper, but I make them funny because I'm making the room tense by looking how I look and being quiet too much.
Yeah.
And that makes it funny. And you can't get that by just reading it.
How do you guys feel if you ever say you're a comedian to like just a random person you meet, and they say, "Oh, what do you talk about?"
I never say that.
I try not to say it, but I don't want to seem like a loser, like that's doing nothing with my life. I have to say something that makes it seem like I have a goal, you know?
Only say that if you want to fuck with somebody about it. If you want them to ask you an obvious question and then give them a stupid answer. Because that's fun sometimes, is to just ruin a stranger's day.
Yeah.
Like, tell them a lie about the comedy industry.
That is, I mean, that would be, I love trolling people, but I have a family business. That's my job.
Yeah.
And it's like a jewelry store. It's like you have to be like, professional and everything. Okay. And my dad will tell his clients, "Oh, my son is a stand-up comedian." Yeah. And then they'll go, "Oh.
That's great, man."
They're like, "What do you talk about?" And I can't I talk about abortion and.
You gotta, the next part of the formula is after writing jokes, produce an album, put out something, a 30-minute, however long you can do, 15 minutes even, put out a long form set. That's what old people want to watch. And then when your dad's friend, because the thing is, like, a lot of people's parents don't support them in their comedy, and they hate their comedy, or, they think it's stupid or whatever.
True.
So you gotta definitely embrace that support. But old people love YouTube, so if you can get them to go on YouTube and watch your set, and you're like doing well in front of a crowd, then they'll be like, "Oh, dude, you were good."
Yeah, I guess I should. I never upload. First of all, is it silly to be burning material to be worried about that at this level?
Definitely burn it all.
Yeah, burn it all, because it's I'm gonna save it for a show.
Delete it later.
A book show.
The internet's attention span is 10 seconds. Delete it all later.
But also, if you work on it for another 3 years, it might be like an incredible joke.
For sure.
So why burn it? Or like there's kind of multiple schools of thoughts. I'm about to think 4 times, burn it when it's great.
People have to see it though.
Yeah.
People have to see it at its best. So if you really get a set at its best, I say record everything, and then if you get a set where you're like, "Man, that was one of the best sets of my life," put it on YouTube.
I feel like I never see you record.
I have YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I never seen with a camera at the.
Oh, I don't do it at like open mics and shit.
Oh, you just record your. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
No, don't record it. Record at shows.
Okay.
Record every time you're on a show, like doing like a 10-15 minute set.
Oh, wow.
You got to seize that opportunity when it comes. So you got to have it ready to go.
Yeah. Okay.
You got to know. Okay, I need to bring my camera to this one.
All
Set
right.
it up. Even a cell phone recording is fine.
Yeah.
On a tripod.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't ever post stuff online. I'm bad at it. This is what I do online. I put a podcast out, and hopefully my friend Corey listens to it, so that's all that matters to me.
Oh, cool. That's sweet.
Yeah, he lives like a mile away.
All right.
You want to meet him after this?
Sure. You ever have him on the pod?
No, he doesn't want to come on the podcast because then he won't have one to listen to while he's at work.
Oh, that's nice. How often do you do this?
Almost every week.
Every week? Okay.
But yeah, I like the podcast. It allows me to stay online and do things.
Yeah.
Feel productive.
That's true. It's a long form comedy. It's way more of a natural comedy. It's a conversation. I mean, it's just a hangout.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
Did you ever do anything on stage before comedy?
No, I wanted to be like an actor when I was a young kid because I thought it'd be easy. I always thought I was like an actor kid when I was young, but I grew older. I'm like, that's not. I'm terrible at acting. I just think I saw like Disney Channel sitcoms when I was young. I'm like, I could do this, which
For sure.
yeah, sitcoms is easy. I want to be a sitcom actor.
I did some acting when I was young.
That's cool.
Some like stage productions and TV stuff.
Oh, really? TV? Cool.
Just like commercials. And,
Wow, I had no idea.
on like Cartoon Network.
Damn. Okay.
They were recruiting at my school. That's how I found that one.
That's cool.
As a child, my parents found it, I guess.
Yeah, nice. You like it?
I didn't really like it at the time, but looking back, I'm like, man, I'm glad I did that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was, my dad and my brother all played sports, so it was very like a sports family. And then I realized I was not good at sports, and
No. Do you even like them?
no, I'm not very competitive. I
No,
don't
not at
like
all.
competition. I like to have fun.
Yeah. I'm not competitive either. But I'm petty.
I also don't like getting hurt. And sports especially football, involves like getting your shit pushed in all the time by some way bigger dude.
Mm-hmm. Also, just training hurts. You have to run. You have to lift.
I like working out, you know. But that's more about like health and having fun.
I try to work. I mean, I don't like working out, but I do it just because being healthy I like being healthy. But working out sucks. No matter how much I do it, I never want to.
You don't like to lift weights?
I do, but I mean, I'd rather never do it and just be in shape.
I genuinely enjoy doing it.
Hmm.
I'm like, hell yeah. If I can have 2 hours of like working out, I'll do some cardio, I'll lift some weights, and then I'll do some yoga, and then I feel great.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, that's awesome. I don't know. I feel like every time I lift weights, I mean, I do it like multiple times a week. So I'm not like, I still do it, but like my shoulders cracking and my elbows like snapping. I feel like
You gotta lower that weight.
that's when I'm competitive. I have to work out with a friend, and I'll just compete with them. I'll just keep up with them.
Do half of what he's doing, and do twice as many reps. You get a way better workout. You feel better. You're not struggling. You're not hurting yourself. You get pumped up.
I guess so. I don't know. I can't do lower than. I mean, I will if I absolutely can, but I'll just push myself to go through with it.
Yeah, nah, don't go as heavy as that dude.
Damn.
Go half, and then when he starts seeing that you're getting way bigger than him, he's gonna be cutting the weight too.
Okay.
There's this dude, Athlean X on YouTube. He's kind of a crazy guy, but he breaks down all like the science.
Yeah.
That's like nerd shit though.
That's who you want for your science people, is the crazy guy.
He's an interesting guy, but he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, I try to do volume sometimes. That's what they call it, right?
Yeah.
Do volume. Yeah.
Volume, really all that means is doing it more times than like the next guy, right? Doing it more times than you did last time. Like the same with stand up. It's truly about volume, I think.
True.
The amount of times you get on stage and perform. Now you gotta have quality stage time too. You can't just be running around.
Yeah.
Performing in front of only comics that you know.
Yeah, I try to avoid the only comic mics.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
yeah, those mics need support too. They need people.
Do they? Because they're just gonna stay around longer. Let them die off. And
True.
I love Tin Roof. Tin Roof is one of my favorite.
True facts. Tin Roof. That's a staple, though, man.
It is a staple. I love Tin Roof, but I just don't go all that much because
Tin Roof is like alternative just comics, though. Like it is.
Yeah, it's a great hangout mic. But you can hang out at Arby's or whatever. But
You shouldn't. Just like Tin Roof.
No, dude. Kevin's a good guy, and Tin Roof is a good mic. It's just that the clientele maybe don't support that mic.
No, I love Kenny too. I've talked to him about Tin Roof. He said he knows, like he's tried a lot of things to try to get like more like civilians in there.
Yeah,
but it's just hard.
We gotta help him, man.
Yeah,
we gotta.
I don't know. There's a college. It should be perfect. It's in a college.
Some social media management or something. Get a brand deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe like a ramen noodle brand can sponsor the mic or something.
Yeah. Something that they don't serve at Tin Roof. Something that's the complete opposite cuisine.
You could get some brisket tacos.
Yeah.
I don't think tacos need to be mixed with any other like type of food, right?
Really? You ever been in a taqueria tsunami? You get a short rib, you get different cuisines in a tortilla. It's
Everybody
great.
should go support.
I went today.
Nice.
Everyone should go support Taqueria Tsunami.
That's literally where I came from.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Nah,
Yeah.
I like an ethnic.
Next question. I'm kidding. No, the Taqueria Tsunami people come and support the McCracken's mic all the time.
Yeah.
And then open micers just harass them.
Yeah. Hope I've had friends flirt with the workers that come from there. It's
That's probably fine. They should be meeting other people, not just banging each other at the restaurant, right?
yeah. That's true. It's hard to because it sucks because when you want to like flirt with someone or like try to like get to know someone like romantically, it's a lot of times you're interested in people either you're working or they're working.
Yeah.
And it sucks so you can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
I need to be so subtle and then just like maybe like which I don't know, it's such a bad like a taboo thing to do, but
Take a leap
yeah.
with
you have to risk.
confidence. Yeah.
Yeah, just be prepared to never go back.
Don't do it in a creepy way, like
Right.
Not like yeah.
I don't want to make them feel uncomfortable because they're working. They don't want to get in trouble with their customers or anything. But there needs to be a way to figure out how to like, you need to pass a note or something.
Write a letter. I was thinking that.
I've done
I
that
think
once.
that's
It was
the-
horrible.
Have you?
Yeah, I went to Home Depot and I saw this worker. She was so pretty. I didn't know what to do. So I'm like, I don't want to make her. I found like I stole a Sharpie from like the checkout and I ripped a piece of paper and I just wrote my Snapchat and like, hey, if you're ever interested, here you go. I got the hell out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's creepy. You got into your windowless van and drove off back to the jewelry store.
It was bad. I was very I was very desperate. And you need like cards for like.
That's where being a comic helps. You can say, hey, you like comedy? Check out my YouTube.
No, that's true. That's true. But then I'll never get a date.
Definitely.
By showing my comedy first?
Well, you got to believe in yourself, man.
I try to keep the comedy thing a secret as long as possible.
You want to keep it a secret as like a flex. You want people to find out you're good at this.
Right. Right.
If you're looking to attract them.
Yeah. People always say, what are you, a comedian? Just in conversation, they have no idea that I do stand-up. So that feels good.
Yeah.
Because it's like, wow, so I'm not just telling myself I'm funny.
Yeah.
People are recognizing you.
You're getting better.
Yeah.
When people in regular life start like noticing that you're getting funnier first, I feel like.
I guess. I don't know. I'm just my family does not think I'm funny at all. I don't think my friends don't think I'm funny either.
You hit a eureka moment. Your friends don't think you're funny?
I don't think so.
It doesn't matter. They will one day.
Maybe.
You hit a eureka moment where you're like, "Oh, I figured it out." At least once. Yeah. And then it's all downhill from there.
You realize it doesn't matter at all.
Well, I have very funny friends, so I always think they're funnier than me. But then when I meet regular just
Steal
people,
everything they say.
yeah,
If they don't do stand up, it all belongs to you.
Damn, they
Hoover
mostly do
that
stand
shit
up.
up. Oh, okay.
Ah, shoot.
If they don't turn it into a joke, steal it all.
Yeah,
Fuck them.
my friends who aren't comedians are like real like degenerates, like drug addicts. and
Those
just,
are
like,
the
bad.
people. That's where you
Those-
get the material.
Are the funnest people to hang out with.
Yeah.
I want to hang out with the nice guy.
That's a writing session right there.
Yeah.
Hanging out with those guys.
Yeah.
Don't get fucked up with them. Right. Just observe.
Yeah, you know.
Well, as long as you can still write.
Yeah, you have on and off days. Sometimes you partake, but I hate people are like, oh, your friends suck. I'm like, they're interesting.
Yeah. They're weirdos.
I hate
Steal
these
what
people
they
who are just
say. That's what I do.
yeah.
I have a big group of degenerate friends.
Mm-hmm.
And when we all get together, we just like mess with each other.
Yeah,
And I get a lot of material from that.
yeah. A lot of times they're not nice people at all, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah. But they love it though when they see something they said in a joke. Half the time they don't even remember. They're like, "Oh, I said that."
Oh, okay, yeah. I have to ask permission. I've gotten like one joke I think from like my friend.
If you had to ask permission, I feel like it takes you out of it, right? And then
Yeah, I've only used it once. I've only said the
Yeah.
joke like once or twice.
Yeah,
Because I don't want to do jokes.
Just write it down and say it. They're not gonna write it down.
No, they don't even remember anything. Yeah, they just have like a nitrous bottle and straight to their.
That was really
face.
the first like kind of moment where I felt like I was getting really good at writing. At least was when me and my friends would all hang out and these jokes would just organically write themselves. And so I was like, okay, this moment is funny because we're all laughing. So I have to just harness this moment. I have to figure out what was funny about the moment and turn that into a joke.
Yeah. Like 99% of the jokes I've come up with are just through conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun. I mean, I will like try to jog my brain sometimes, just read the news or do current events or whatever.
Yeah, well, you do
Pop
current
culture.
events. It feels like you're just like doing like weekend update.
Right. But hey, it works.
Yeah.
It's
It
a
does
new
work.
joke, right?
True,
So,
just for like, the next like week or something.
yeah.
But yeah, you're not going to have that.
Those are my favorite because they're fleeting. It's not going to last. And then sometimes reality just like loops back around and something totally different happens that brings back the joke you wrote about this other weird,
True.
dumb thing that happened.
9/11 happens every year.
Yeah, they've been milking that for
Yeah.
20 years now.
I know. Thank goodness Black History Month is now a thing. And
Isn't it weird when you meet somebody and they don't remember 9/11? Now that kids are like 21 and shit.
I mean, I was 2 when it happened, so I don't remember it either.
Oh. Well, I was I was in the first grade. I saw it on TV.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in preschool. I mean, at least I was like, walking. So I feel good about that. But
What year were you born?
99.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Just right before they got us.
Right before what? Al Qaeda?
Yeah. 2 years later, man.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Well, you were born in the 90s, both of you, right?
I was born in 92.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm right there. We're the same. Yeah. There is a huge difference between people.
Well, okay. What cartoons did you watch growing up?
I didn't watch any Cartoon Network, so that's a huge thing. I thought
See.
I did not like. I hated all of it.
Well, that was later though.
Bro, do you even know about Rocket Power?
Never heard of it.
That was wasn't that Nickelodeon?
Yeah, but it was the best.
Rocket Power, yeah, they were skateboarding and hanging out in Hawaii and surfing and stuff.
Damn, no. I just watched SpongeBob and that was it.
SpongeBob.
I do love SpongeBob though. It's probably my favorite show. Period.
I mean, that's multi-generational.
Oh, it looks like Rugrats.
Rugrats was another good one.
They're all like skateboarding.
I do love Rugrats. It looks a lot like I feel like I've seen this in my subconscious, like in a dream. Okay, yeah, I'm familiar with the. I think I swear it's like flashes from TV back when I was in like 03.
What else did we have? Yeah, Cartoon Network was where it was at, man. They had the Toonami anime, Dragon Ball Z.
No, I never watched any anime or anything. I didn't like, for some reason, I didn't watch even Avatar: The Last Airbender or like. I thought Cartoon Network was like cringy, even at like a young age. I'm like, this is stupid.
Okay, man, I'm old.
Yeah,
That's
well,
what it is. Although you see a lot of people with like anime stickers on their car now.
yeah,
I'm like, they're getting a little too bold out here.
yeah, and they're always they're in their 30s.
I always want to give them a swirly and a wedgie when I see a sticker on their car. And I like anime.
Yeah, I've watched one anime and that's it, but it was about cars. Initial D. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Yeah, Initial
Yeah.
D's sweet. They
Yeah.
used to have the Initial D video game at Mount Tasia over in Marietta.
Oh, really? Is Montasia closed?
I think it's still open.
Because I drove by it one day. I'm like, this is out of business. That's so sad.
They might still have
Because the
that video
sign's
game
down.
over
The sign
there.
like got taken down, and then I drove by years later, and it was there again.
I think it's still kicking.
Yeah, their go karts suck. I hated it. My
Yeah.
friend would beat me. I would have my foot to the floor the whole time, but my friend would still beat me, even if I was leading, just because he's like 100 pounds less than me.
You try spinning him out?
No, I just try to knock into him, but you get yelled
Throw
at.
a banana peel?
Yeah.
Did you play any video games?
Oh, of course. I was a big GameCube and N64 kid.
Okay, GameCube was the best.
Yeah.
64 was also good though.
Yeah, those are the two I grew up with.
We were the neighborhood kids that had a 64 when it like came out.
Oh, wow.
And so kids would like come over to our house to play.
Yeah. No, I love like Mario. Like I'm a Nintendo guy. I mean, I play other stuff too, but Nintendo's like my heart.
I like Nintendo. I have the I like the DS. I'm not big on the Switch. Maybe I'm just old now.
Yeah, me neither. I have one, but
I like a good handheld. Game Boy Advance was my favorite console.
Okay.
Based on nostalgia. But
yeah.
It also had a lot of really good games on it.
I never really played handheld, but did you have the Flip, the SP?
Yeah, I had one of those.
Yeah.
I had the Donkey Kong version. It was
Oh,
like
okay, wow.
green.
Cool.
Yeah, it was sweet.
Yeah.
It came with one of the Donkey Kong games, but I played a lot of Pokemon.
Okay. Never played anything.
Yeah, I just recently played Pokemon Diamond on the DS. That was a good game.
Oh, okay, cool. The idea of it, Pokemon's fun. You go out, you just find it's
The Game Boy Advance one or the DS one. That's where I was.
okay. I played Red and Blue a little bit.
Actually, the Pokemon Arceus, that one's pretty sweet. on the
Okay, yeah.
Switch.
That's like the open world. You walk around.
Yeah. Do you have a Switch?
I do have a Switch. Yeah, I have 2
Yeah.
games for it. So
I would play the remake of Diamond and Pearl first. That's a really fun
okay.
Pokemon game.
Honestly, the most fun Pokemon game to me is Pokemon Go.
Yeah, I gotten addicted to Pokemon
Really?
Go before. Yeah,
Because that's real. It's literally real life Pokemon.
yeah,
Isn't it objectively should be the best? I mean, besides walking is in a dangerous neighborhood, but
there's not a lot of just like Pokemon game mechanics in it though, which is like the game mechanics are really just nostalgia
yeah.
in the old ones.
I don't know, the most fun thing about games to me is just exploration. I love exploring. Same with real life. I love driving and just going to new places.
I was in
just looking at stuff.
I think I was in kindergarten when Pokemon Red and Blue came out.
Okay.
So just as like a child, I was playing those games
Yeah.
like a 5-year-old.
Mhm.
So that's why it's super nostalgic for me.
Now that you're a dad, aren't you excited to like kind of like show your kid the stuff you liked when you were a kid?
She's gonna love Pokemon.
Yeah, I want to push my kid to be just
I'm
like me.
yeah, it's hard to do that. Like, right, because you don't want them to be exactly like you with all of your flaws and shortcomings. But then when they do something that's like you get all excited.
Yeah, they're gonna hate everything I like because I'm just gonna push it too hard. That's gonna make that mistake.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to like guide, not push toward anything.
Yeah.
But always support in what they want to do.
Yeah, I feel like you're never interested. Like if your dad has a collection of something, the kid's not usually gonna like that. They're gonna be like, "That's just dad's stuff," and they find their own stuff.
Depends on what it is, though. I guess it depends on your relationship with your dad, right?
Yeah. My dad had a huge collection of Playboy. And I'm gay, so.
Yeah. I had a friend.
You look like that's why you have that mustache.
Yeah, that's why you're passing notes to the girl at Home Depot. You got trauma, man.
Yeah.
Core memory trauma.
No, I was joking about my dad's collection, but my friend gave me a
my dad
Playboy.
had some Playboys.
Yeah, okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
My friend gave me one for the first. I never read one before. My friend gave one to me. Nick Brandon gave one to me, and I.
That makes sense.
And,
I can see that.
And
I
it
like
was,
Nick.
Yeah,
He's a crazy guy.
I love Nick. He was leaving to Czech Republic. He's like, Sean, I have a gift for you, and he gave it to me. And
He gave Mello like a mango tree.
yeah, I took care of that mango tree for
He's doing some he's doing some avant-garde shit.
because it's hard to plant it. He had to like get the seed, and he had to like do some special like fertilize it
he bought
somehow.
that at a farmer's market.
This is what he told me,
I would believe that.
and he gave it
But
to
if
me.
it was me, I would buy it at a farmer's market and then tell somebody I grew it.
That's true. I don't know. Maybe I feel like Nick has the time on his hands to actually do all the hard work.
That's true. I could see him growing that
Yeah,
sapling.
because he gave it to me. He's like, give this to Mello next week at McCracken's. But then because of Seven Fest, McCracken's was supposed to be canceled the next week, so I didn't go. But even though it wasn't canceled, so I took care of this mango tree for 2 weeks. I was watering it and making sure like it got like good sunlight and stuff.
You didn't go to Seven Fest?
No, I went to Seven Fest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just the week after, someone said it was gonna be canceled, but it didn't turn out to be canceled. But so I took it this mango tree for 2 weeks, and then I finally gave it to Mello, and then. Later that night, I see Juan Rios walking out with the mango tree out of McCracken's. I'm like,
well, Mello didn't want it.
Yeah, he didn't want
it's
it.
a fucking mango tree, and he rents a house.
And Juan grew up with a mango tree.
Juan's gonna take care of that mango.
I
tree.
guess. I felt bad because I took care of it too. I was like the stepdad to that.
Dude. Juan's gonna be selling those mangoes at open mics.
I hope so. I hope that tree lasts as long as a lot of these people do, and they will recirculate into the community.
Me and Juan have been working together a lot.
Okay.
At Helium.
Oh yeah. Okay, I've heard he works there.
Yeah, he's like running the show sometimes.
All right, nice. I was gonna go check it out tomorrow. I don't know what time they open, but I don't know. I'm usually not out on Wednesdays because
Wednesday? Yeah, I would say check it out.
Okay.
Probably be quite a few people.
All right. Yeah, I know they have a show tomorrow at 8.
It's a show. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they'll either they'll do something. Yeah.
Okay. What do you do at the club?
Just I'm the lowest on the totem pole right now.
Okay.
Working the door mostly.
Cool. All right. I'd love to do that one day. I just need to find a good club to do
I went
it.
to a job fair they were holding, and just talked to them, gave them a resume.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm
it's
excited to check it out.
part-time work, it's whatever. It's working for tips a lot of the time, or whatever. But yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I always fantasize about being like a waiter or something, or being a door guy. But I mean, it's not a hard fantasy to achieve. But I feel like I'd be good at it. Is any job where you had to put on a little performance?
They don't like hiring comics, is what they told me, but because comics always are interested in things like stage time and stuff like that.
Right.
But yeah,
there's an ulterior motive. They're not actually just focused on working hard.
Yeah, I feel like it's tough to get restaurant experience. You got to know somebody who has a restaurant, is willing to give you some experience, and then you can.
I feel like it's hard as a guy, because if I had a restaurant, I probably wouldn't hire any men for anything.
Yeah, you don't want to hire a dude unless he's like the man.
No, I have a jewelry store, and so many guys, hey, hire me as your. We would never hire a guy. You're crazy. There's 3 guys working there now, and no women. It's already not a comfortable environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tough right there, because everybody wants to hire some nice young ladies.
Of course,
to work the desk, right?
It's pleasant. It's women feel more comfortable. Men like it better. It's a win-win.
So yeah, I guess it's tough getting a job as a man. You gotta do something in tech.
Yeah, in tech or just
whatever that means.
Somewhere hidden away, not to the public.
One of my friends shared a video. Their company, he worked in the warehouse. Their company shared a video of here's an average day at the office of so and so, and it was just a bunch of ladies walking their dogs and making lunch. Literally, their dogs were at work. Yeah. Taking them for a walk and stuff. Meanwhile, he's in the warehouse just by himself.
Yeah. That is a man's job, though. Being alone, being stoic. That's
what you want. A good, lonely warehouse job.
Yeah.
Where no one talks to you.
I heard that's great for comedy, though. That's what Norm Macdonald would do. He would just mow lawns and just think about jokes all day.
Yeah, it gives you time to think, or especially now you can just entertain yourself with books and podcasts and just whatever listenable material.
Yeah, I definitely listen to too much entertainment and stuff.
Yeah, there's a time and place, right? You gotta have some time of just like
Your own thoughts and your own
stoic
originality.
thought, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because you'll think of something in there and be like, "Oh, that's kind of funny."
I don't know. Now that I think about it, when I'm by myself, my own thoughts are just kind of sad. I'm happy with other people. I'd be if I was like a slam poetry open micer, I'd probably be alone a lot of times.
Comedy is kind of like poetry. There is a rhythm and a cadence to it. In my opinion, the way I do it.
Okay.
I can't tell you how you should do it.
Right.
But I think it's similar to writing poetry or a song or something like that. You kind of weave things together. You got to practice it for a while.
Yeah. I don't like when people take comedy too seriously.
Nah,
either.
yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah, that's why I never use notes, because I'm like, I don't ever want to not be in the moment. I don't ever want to like, and I don't care if somebody else uses notes. Mm-hmm. It doesn't bother me, but I don't use them because then I feel like, oh, I have something to fall back on. Like I'm not really up here.
Right.
Like having this moment.
That's true. Notes are not good. I mean, you don't go to notes. You can't get booked on a show and use notes. So
people do it.
Really?
I mean, I guess
that makes me feel better.
Yeah, I've seen people do it.
Okay, cool.
I don't know. Yeah, old people don't like it, and I don't care personally. I think having notes is could make the show better because you know where you're going and whatever. Like, why do I need to memorize the whole thing?
Yeah, that's the scariest part of like seeing all these like people do an hour on stage or even like 45, 30, even 30 minutes. I mean, I would go blank.
You just got to do that enough times.
Yeah, the routine.
I used to do I would turn off the music and stuff in my car and just do my set if I was going to like somewhere an hour away or whatever. And then it's obviously going to go faster than that when you're on stage, but you're like, okay, I have an hour of material, or it might even go slower than that on stage.
Yeah.
And so you're like, yeah, okay, I have an hour of material. I just have to draw from that well more often and kind of reciting it. Some people say it helps to recite it in front of the mirror.
Really? I would never.
Because you pick up on your mannerisms and stuff and you can improve that way. But it's super convenient for me to do it in the car.
Yeah, I mean, if nothing else, I mean, you're just going to be in the car anyway. That's true. Yeah, I do that sometimes for rehearsing in the car. I feel like other people do that too. Do you guys ever go to the Punchline that was on Delk Road?
No.
No? Really? That's just surprising because it opened while you guys were doing comedy already.
No, it was open before then, and then it opened. So I was like, whatever.
Okay. Because that was the first comedy club I've ever gone into, was a Punchline on Delk. And it was terrible. Yeah, it lasted 2 months or something. But people were booked on that show. People I've never seen before, and they were Atlanta comics. I've never seen them since. And they were just like they'd be scrolling on their phone, just looking for jokes. I want to say
Big Play Ray used to run a show there.
I don't know who that is. I know Nate Ball was there a lot.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Nate Ball and Big Play would do things there.
Okay.
So and they're both cool, you know.
Yeah.
Great guys.
No, I mean there's some
But I just I'd been to the other Punchline and I was just not. I wouldn't say I was really thrilled about going there. It's also on Delk Road. I don't like going to there either.
Okay.
People are always drunk and crazy.
Yeah. It's just I feel like it's close, but I mean
You live around Marietta?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was born here.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, you're in the club.
Yeah. You were born here too?
Yeah, I went to Sprayberry High School.
Okay, cool. I drive by there all the time.
Yeah.
And shoot. I went to...
You can't say that.
Okay, see, you are funny. I don't know what you're in here talking about. You got timing.
And I went to Walton.
I saw you last night, and I was like, Sean's funny.
Yo, thank you. That's the reason I'm here now, right?
You made people laugh at McCracken's.
All right.
Not always easy.
Yeah, no, it was really convenient because the one table that was making noise all night was conveniently booing me during my set and listening somehow. So I don't know why they did that, but they worked out well.
I've seen those guys there a lot though. They know there's comedy gonna be.
Yeah, why go there?
Don't
Why
you
go there
just
to
go
talk?
to a different bar if you don't?
Or go sit outside.
It was cold outside. They didn't want to be chilly.
Yeah,
But they
I can't. I don't get too angry at those people because
No, they looked a lot younger than me, so I was like, let the kids have their fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a background. Really, what we're doing is not.
Honestly,
it's a background
I feel
thing.
too old to be at McCracken's now. That's like where kids go to have their first, like Jägermeister and getting fingered on the couch.
Oh, like as a customer?
Yeah.
I feel the opposite. I feel way too young to be in there. I feel like
Really?
everyone in there is like old. Like
No,
it's
those
Friday
people are
and they're-
losers.
Exactly.
That's why they hang out by the bar, and all the kids sit down at the tables usually
Okay.
on the good nights.
Yeah, like I know, like warehouses will go there on Friday afternoons to, like.
Before we went up, there was a whole bunch of I don't even know if they're Gen Zers anymore.
Yeah,
What are they?
I think they have to be right. Gen Z stopped at 2017.
There was a bunch of kids that looked like what I assume TikTokers look like,
Yeah.
dressing like the Backstreet Boys again, which is weird
Okay.
to me. Were you into the Backstreet Boys?
No, I never.
Yeah, you're not a real 90s kid.
I'm not. I don't even like any modern. I don't know who's.
The Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, I mean, was that Justin Timberlake?
Justin Timberlake was in NSYNC, but the same guy managed both of them.
Wow. Yeah, cool.
A real creep.
Yeah.
It turned out he was embezzling a bunch of money too. He set up a stock option with his company that didn't make any sense, and people gave him all their money, and they thought he was gonna return their investment because he had these successful boy bands.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's true. I mean, those bands must have made an insane amount of money.
Yeah.
It's a plausible
But
thing.
he just embezzled all that money
Okay.
and lost everybody's money.
All right.
Essentially, there's a documentary about it.
All right, cool.
So I'm paraphrasing. I could be wrong about the details.
I mean, those guys who know all that Wall Street stuff about money and stock options and embezzlement. I don't even know what that word means. Whoever does that, I mean, if they can get away with it, I mean, good for them. It all seems kind of fake and kind of.
They make it convoluted on purpose, so that you can't understand it, and yeah.
So if someone's smart enough to understand how it works, I mean, they earned it.
Well, there's a limit because then they all start working together, and they amass even more. And then they just screw things up for everybody.
Are you familiar with when GameStop went up in stock?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like those guys deserved it.
Right. But because what they did was there was people who were shorting the stock.
Mm-hmm.
The hedge funds would short the stock and just basically kind of ruin that stock for anybody who liked GameStop or just wanted to support GameStop with the stocks. And
yeah.
So they were screwing the little guy essentially.
Really?
So
I thought it was the opposite. I thought it was the little guy who was
but that's why they did the GameStop buy. So when they made the stock price way higher,
mm-hmm.
then these people had borrowed loans against these stocks that they forced to be shitty, so that
they pumped and dumped it. They raised the price and then got out and made it crash.
Yeah.
But they're Reddit nerds who teamed up and got it done together, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, good for them. They figured out a way how to make money, and then.
No, yeah, they totally screwed over the hedge fund financial guys,
exactly,
which was sweet.
They're just from the outside, and so then they didn't like them, but.
Yeah, well, they lost them a whole bunch of money, but they've been stealing everybody's money
exactly.
for years, so
exactly.
it was kind of screw you.
I tried to get on it with AMC after that, and I got too scared.
There's a lot of just inside trading going on, especially, dude, you look at Washington, D.C., they're all just making deals.
I've been thinking about getting into politics myself.
Yeah, you could make it.
Yeah.
You really don't need that many people to vote for you.
Ooh.
You could become something.
Sounds like the monster.
You got to start small. You got to be like soil and water commissioner or something like that.
Oh, like working like a garbage man or something.
Run for like a small office and poster your face all over the town.
I just feel like they don't do much work.
Exactly.
And I feel like they get a lot of money and people want to like bribe them.
Yeah.
Like what do senators do all day?
Nothing.
I really think it's insanely easy work.
Golf,
they have a lot of power.
Hire hookers. Do blow.
I would love to be a politician, but I think
Trade Roblox stocks.
There's probably already enough out there like that would cancel me as a politician. So I think it might be too late.
I do look at who the president is now.
True. I mean, I don't know. People hate him. Is he? I don't know. I'm not really. I hate politics.
This
I'm not
guy's
into him
the
at all.
president of the United States.
Yeah.
You gotta believe in yourself, man. You can do anything.
I guess so. I just think
and still become president.
I just feel like it's such a good gig to be a senator or something. To be like just a congressman.
You just gotta find something to be mad about.
You just wear suits every day.
Of the people. Like, why are we still putting pickles in jars? They should be in squares or something. I don't know. What's another shape? Triangles.
I was thinking, like, why not, if you're a Republican, you should be as democratic as possible, and vice versa. If you're like a Democrat, you should be like as conservative as possible, because that way you're playing both teams.
Yeah, it's essentially become this just like board game of like you have to say and do and go certain places to appeal to the people who actually vote. Right. Because a lot of people just don't vote.
True.
No matter what they
Same.
think. And then another part of it is just like other people are going to have such a higher dollar amount of ad revenue to just plaster their face and name everywhere. And that, for some reason, works.
Yeah.
I always hated that. I also always hated the negative campaign ads. Because, like, this person wants me to vote for them, and they're just hatefully talking shit about this other human being. Like, that's not really how I want a diplomat to be. Yeah. Like a person who talks to people of other
You can't just point out problems. You have to...
Just the mudslinging, like, it has always left a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, I agree.
Ever since being a kid, seeing them on TV, no matter who the candidate is, no matter what I think of their politics, I'm like, I don't like seeing you just like try to tear apart this other human. Why don't you say something reasonable?
Yeah.
Like, why don't you say, hey, I don't agree with this person, but I will work to make the people who vote for him as happy as they can be with me.
I don't know. I just think being like a city councilor or something can't be too hard to achieve. And then you get like people like, like send you
really
cookies and
can't be
stuff.
Nice though in that game because everybody's just gonna box you out and gatekeep you.
We should make a Marietta Comedy Caucus in the Marietta city government.
I feel like every time you press that button,
the cult will erect a leader.
I feel like every time you press that.
Erect is the wrong word.
I like it.
Erect is the Monica Lewinsky word for that.
Engorge.
Engorge a politician.
Every time you press that button, it seems like you're muting yourself, so you just don't say anything discriminatory.
It's so that if I start coughing or do something weird, it doesn't interrupt anything.
Nice.
Also, so I don't interrupt all the time.
I have to take a leak.
Man, we're at 54 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, we've been going a while.
Wow, it flew by.
All right, it's time for my questions.
Okay.
Have you ever had your butthole fingered?
No.
Why did you smile like you're lying?
Because it's a ridiculous question.
No, it's a straightforward question with a straightforward answer, and I don't see why you're laughing through it.
No, it's way too dirty. I'm not letting anyone in there.
Well, that seems like a you problem. Like, you could clean it. Do you choose not to?
No, I feel like no matter how much you clean, no, it's actually very clean.
Then why won't you let that kind of love into your life?
I'm too afraid. It's like, I mean, you can clean the drain so much, but are you still gonna eat out of it?
Out of the sink?
Yeah.
If somebody requests
Exactly.
if somebody requests to eat out of your drains, I don't know why they would. That's not what we're discussing here.
Can you make it so clean you could eat off it?
You missed the setup for that.
Okay. Well, my bad.
What a fun intermission that was.
That's good. We don't have to edit it out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any shows you want to promote or anything you're doing or a YouTube channel? I never finished the formula to comedy. Before we do that, it's write jokes, record an album, and release it on YouTube, Spotify, whatever. But then also make CDs and sell them at your shows, and then go on tour.
This is great advice for the year 2000. I really appreciate it.
It's not about the physical CD. It's them giving you money and getting something in return. They just appreciate that they get something for the $10.
Yeah, I've been thinking about recording an album.
They don't
though.
ever listen to that CD.
Right.
Or DVD.
No, to
DVD
have
would be
my
better.
face in a dumpster one day would be, far in the future. That'd be pretty cool. But no, I've been thinking actually about recording an album. So
Don't put your face on it. Get some dope album art from a local artist.
don't put my face on it. Well, that's kind of the whole. I'm too egotistical for not. I have to. That's the whole point. I want to be on a poster or something.
You want to be on a poster, but not an album. Maybe, unless you got like your shirt off and a horse.
Do like the Thriller pose?
Yeah.
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 I know the Thriller dance well.
To edit you in like some abs and shit.
But no, like I walked by the Laughing Skull the other day, and like someone we know is on the poster in the window.
Yeah.
I think that's amazing.
Yeah, that's great.
And I'll tell it to my friend. I'm like, wouldn't that be awesome to have your face on that poster? And they'll go, no, I don't care. It's just the Laughing Skull. Like, who cares? I'm like, what are you talking about? Imagine people drive on the street all the time, one of the busiest streets in the city, and you're in the car with someone. You go, hey, look, that's me on the window.
Yeah,
that's incredible.
A good attitude to have.
People just I don't know. They just I don't know why no one would want. I don't know why anyone wouldn't want that.
Yeah, everybody does want that. Whoever said that is lying.
They are lying to themselves big time.
If they're a comic,
Yeah.
you're lying to yourself. You want that.
I know.
You're just mad somebody else has it right now. But you shouldn't be mad. You should be happy.
Yeah.
Because you know that person, and that means you're close.
I know. I'm proud of them.
You're around it.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you do got to set aside like the I'm doing my thing. I'm trying to grow and just be happy for somebody else because you know them, you talk to them. Like you're in the radar now.
Right.
You're at least in the circle.
Yeah. Well, the person I was proud of doesn't like me back, but it's okay. I'm still proud of them. I mean, it's.
Ooh.
I'll fight that guy right now for not liking your sweet, sweet face.
It's okay. I mean, I can be a little offensive on stage, I guess, sometimes, do material or whatever, but and that's never my goal. I hate that. Some people want to be so offensive. I just find that, like, calm down.
Yeah.
But I just say what I think is funny, but I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings or make them upset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a way, you gotta. You're gonna upset somebody.
Right. Sometimes just the subjects are just sensitive, but
anyway, do you have any shows that you want to promote? Anything
No.
you're doing?
I haven't been booked in over a year, I don't think.
Okay.
So yep.
I don't know. I haven't been booked on a whole lot recently, but I've been hanging out with my baby.
Cool.
So, yeah.
That's the real winning.
Yeah. So maybe we're in a little bit of.
I'm sure you kill with her.
Dude, she kills me.
Really?
She's funny. Yeah.
Damn.
She's got a little.
When is her first open mic?
She's got a little sense of humor on her, but I would never push her into comedy because it's a tough.
Yeah, especially for a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And male comics don't make it any easier for the girls
No,
too. They're
yeah,
always
it's
like
because of us
hitting
that's so
on
difficult.
sometimes I feel bad for the girls. You know, 'cause they're just getting
Yeah,
assaulted on all sides by lonely dudes who've never seen a girl in their life.
yeah.
I think the problem is more girls need to come out to comedy shows and just hang out. It is kind of a sausage fest sometimes.
That sounds like a trap.
More ladies need to just get into comedy on their own. Dress up like a goth and go out to comedy. What's the difference between that and music?
I
You
don't
go to any show at the Masquerade, it's 50-50. A whole bunch of girls dress up like goths
Yeah,
going to a show. Why can't they?
I don't understand who's coming out to open mic comedy.
No way.
If you're not a comedian, I would never in my life go to an open mic. It's literally
It
just
depends on
There's
how.
a specific kind of person, and it is important to cultivate a few of them to make open mics bearable.
Yeah. Honestly, it depends on like the place and person running it. If the venue's really not on board with pure chaos and degeneracy, then it doesn't work out, as we've all seen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I would never. People like I see billboards for like local comedy shows. I love comedy, but I would never go see like a random no one though.
I would never do it.
Yeah,
But
who
that's
are these
'cause
random people? These people are like in their 50s. Like, yeah, let's go buy tickets to go see someone who's an open micer.
That's where the venue kind of being on board helps though, because they just live around there. They're like, let's go to a comedy show. Oh, I've heard this place is good. That's why people go to the Laughing Skull, because they have shows pretty much every night. People go to that open mic, right? Because they're like, oh, let's go to the Laughing Skull. I've heard that place is good. They have good comics.
It's nightlife. It's one of the like one of 2 comedy clubs, 3 in Atlanta. So yeah.
All right.
It helps when the city has no comedy clubs.
We got to get out of here.
All right.
Sean Banissi, everybody. Peace.
Thanks.
Okay, so you should just do the intro, and then it'll be easier to cut together.
It'll still all be together.